Hey guys, it's Sarah from ExtremeTerrain.com, and today we have a review and install of the RedRock 4x4 3-inch round curved side step bars, fitting your 07 through 18 four-door Jeep Wrangler JKs. These steps are constructed from 3-inch tubular steel with a textured black powder coat finish. They also include these non-slip step pads for access to your Jeep in all weather. So if you spend a lot of time off-roading with your Jeep, these might not be the way to go. They're not going to provide as much protection as a rock slider would, and they're also going to decrease your ground clearance. However, if you're an occasional off-roader or you're just looking to add some steps to your Jeep, especially if it's lifted, these are an excellent choice. Coming in at around $140, these are the most budget-friendly option in side steps you can choose for your Jeep. I'm giving this install a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It can be done in approximately 2 hours and features a direct bolt-up installation. All right, let's hop right into our install. For this install, you will need 3/8 drive ratchet, 10mm wrench, the included Allen key, 13mm socket, and an optional but helpful tool is an impact gun. All right, we're gonna start with the frontmost bracket. We're on the driver's side of the Jeep, so just double check that it's stamped with the proper bracket, driver front, and grab your medium hardware with a lock washer and a washer and thread it up into the Jeep. Now, if your Jeep does not have threaded holes, you will wanna grab a nut plate and thread into that. All right, also make sure this part of the bracket is on the inside of your pinch weld. And grab the small Allen head hardware with a washer on either side and get these in place. Grab a 13mm socket and tighten down the bolt holding your bracket to the bottom of the Jeep. Now you're going to tighten this down with the included Allen key, and we're going to use a 10mm ratcheting wrench on the nut side. Now we're going to move on to the center bracket on our driver's side. Go ahead and thread the medium-sized bolt in here. Make sure you have a lock washer and a washer. We're gonna leave it a little bit loose so that we can line up our 2 smaller bolts into the pinch weld. Grab your 13mm socket and tighten down the bracket to the bottom of your Jeep. Grab the included Allen key and a 10mm ratcheting wrench and tighten down the smaller hardware to the pinch weld. Repeat that process with the bracket at the back of your Jeep. Grab your 13mm socket and tighten down the bracket to the bottom of your Jeep. Grab your included Allen key and 10mm ratcheting wrench and tighten down the rest of the hardware. All right, with our brackets in place, we can now place the step on top of them and get the bolts in the bottom. Grab the provided hardware that's designated for the step and thread it in through the bottom of the bracket. We're just going to get it started to make sure all of our holes line up before we tighten them down. With all your bolts threaded in, grab a 13mm socket and tighten them down. All right, so that is going to do it for the review and install of our RedRock 4x4 side steps. Remember, for all things Jeep, keep it at ExtremeTerrain.com.